So it seems that Ubisoft can't catch a break. No matter what they do, regardless of their intentions, they seem to only do the worst thing imaginable. Since their flop from their most recent game that was titled Skull and Bones, and the CEO was even quoted as calling it a quadruple A game because of the vastness of content that the game had, but with a player count of less than 3,000 players on Steam, it's a wonder how this game even received the green light to be released. I mean, clearly nobody wanted it. I mean, some of the beta testers were even quoted as saying that they quit playing Skull and Bones during the beta testing because of how absolutely boring it was. And now their biggest blunder has to be the Assassin's Creed Shadows controversies. But the wild thing is that this game isn't even out yet, but it's quickly become a nightmare for Ubisoft Studios. From putting Japanese World War II monuments as promotional pieces and pushing the game back to the anniversary of one of the worst terror events in Japanese history. It's a wonder how they'll ever even recover from this. Hi, my name is Big Papa Tess, and I like to talk about things that I find interesting. If you happen to enjoy my video, then why not give me a like and a sub? It's a small thing for you, but a massive, massive thing for me. And while you're at it, why not join the Discord? I'm in there every single day and would love to talk to you. Link is in the bio, and now back to the video. A lot of the things that I just said sound so absurd that they can't be real, right? No. Unfortunately, we got the bad ending in this playthrough. So this all starts back in July 13th of 2024. A user by the name of @PewPiece on Twitter made a discovery that Ubisoft was straight up plagiarizing Zoro's sword from the anime One Piece and using it as promotional material on Twitter. They even found the exact model and stand for the sword labeled as a Zoro replica katana, which that website had it listed for about 40 euros, which is give or take $41 and some change for all my US homies, which is insane because we all know Ubisoft has a tendency to cut corners. You know, they do that with Skull and Bones, majority of the Assassin's Creed game, but never did I expect them to look at a anime character's katana and go, yeah, that's mine now. Another controversy is that Ubisoft decided to make Yasuke the main character of a Japanese-centered game. Who's Yasuke and why does this matter? Well, he's a black quote-unquote missionary, and I know you can't see me, but I'm putting air quotes for that. Why? Well, Yasuke is a very debated person in Japanese history. There are records that date all the way back to Yasuke being in Japan in 1581. Also him meeting the single most important person at the time, Oda Nobunaga, who was so impressed by Yasuke that he's actually the one who gave him that name and also made him into an honorary samurai, which was actually the first time that a foreigner has ever received the rank of samurai. But this is where the debate starts. He was deemed as the bodyguard of the single most powerful Japanese person at the time, but there's little to no records of him participating in wars or even learning how to fight with a katana. But that hasn't stopped shows like Yasuke on Netflix and now Assassin's Creed Shadows to make him the main character. I mean, honestly, if I was a Japanese person, I would probably be a little bit upset too if somebody that possibly never even picked up a katana was made into this badass samurai that is able to mow down people. I mean, no wonder Japanese people are upset. Controversy number 3. They also even use Japanese national treasures that are specifically labeled as not allowed to be used for commercial use by the literal government, and Ubisoft decided to put it in their advertisement. Why does this matter? Well, because Ubisoft themselves have even come out and said that they have Japanese consultants that they have been working tirelessly with, but proceed to completely mess up one of the most beloved franchises, which really makes you think, does a consultant even exist, or is that just another lie? Oh baby, there's a fourth one now. So another recent problem was the figurine that the team over at Ubisoft ended up creating. I mean, look at these two cute little guys. You got them in chibi form. You got Yosuke right here. The other protagonist paired up in front of a one-pillar Tori gate. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Well, what if I told you that the one-leg Tori gate is very similar to this picture of this one-leg Tori gate? Why is that important? Well, because this exact Tori gate is from Nagasaki. Yeah, you can see where I'm going with this. This Tori gate somehow survived the nuclear blast that was unleashed in Nagasaki all those years ago. So, with it being sensitive to Japanese history, you would understand why this was a problem in the eyes of many Japanese fans. Hell, the person who called it out was a Japanese Twitter user by the name of R230614_Shin. I mean, given Ubisoft did pull the figure, but unfortunately the damage was already done. Now, on to number 5, which is actually the most recent one, and also the entire reason I created this video to begin with. So, Assassin's Creed Shadows was supposed to be released back in November 15th of 2024. Since then, the game was pushed back to February 14th and now March 20th of 2025 for reasons such as to focus on gameplay quality. Okay, round of applause. I'm always in support of people pushing the game back to improve the quality of said game. I mean, good on them. I'm sure that the date has no cultural significance. seconds. Oh, shit. Oh, honest to God, why would they even choose that date? Didn't they say that they're working in collaboration with Japanese consultant to make the game as accurate and quote-unquote physically possible? How did they miss this? Does the consultant even exist at this point? Yep, so March 20th consists of the 20-year anniversary of the worst and deadliest terror attacks in Japan's history. It was called the Tokyo Subway Sarin Attack. The attacks was a cult led by the infamous, I'm gonna butcher his name, Shoko Asahara. His cult planted sarin bombs in 5 different locations, targeting 3 lines of Tokyo's metro system. And if you don't know what sarin is, well, it's a chemical weapon because it's a nerve agent. Even just a small amount, if inhaled, could result in your death in a matter of 1 to 10 minutes, depending on how much was inhaled. Their goal was to trigger the bombs during rush hour to maximize the lethality as much as physically possible, which they did. Come March 20th in 1995, all bombs were detonated at 7 a.m. Japanese Standard Time. This detonation resulted in 14 deaths, 50 severely injured, and more than 5,800 people infected with sarin. So what did Ubisoft have to say about all of this? Absolutely nothing. Just radio silence from the team over there at time of recording, which honestly may be the better play because the majority of fans don't even know that this is a thing. It's only now blowing up after a clip of Osmond Gold reacting to it on Twitch. And with that, my name is Big Papa Tess. If you happen to enjoy the video, then why not smack that like button and give me a sub while you're at it. You have yourself a good one, and I hope to see you in the future. Take care, and bye-bye.